Happy Cinco de Mayo, City Church. Three things I want to share with you. Since we haven't gathered and we haven't been able to do announcements, I wanted to introduce some of the things that we're doing during Corona as we're disconnected physically. We're trying to stay connected virtually. And so three things I want to share with you. The first one is that it's part of our monthly rhythms where we do equipping around your roles in gospel communities. And so one of our goals this year has been to decentralize our church and make it less Sunday focused, less energy, less hours to do the Sunday thing, right? And to really give ourselves to growing healthy and strong in our autonomous, on mission gospel communities. And so we are doing roll calls this week and next, where it's a play on words there. We're doing calls where what you're serving in your gospel community, your role, you join a call for some coaching and some connection. So those roll calls are starting tonight and then Thursday, next Tuesday, next Thursday. They're around the different roles. Tonight is for the kids roles, kids coordinating. Geneva will be leading that. Thursday, Luke is leading more of an inward one, shepherding. So that's care, that's meals, hosting. And then next week, I'm doing mission on Tuesday, and then teaching, worship, and prayer, more the upward on Thursday. So do everything you can to be a part of those calls. Again, this year we're trying to ask less about Sundays and more about dig into the family that you're in right now, grow, get equipped, and serve in what God is doing in you to do through you in those roles in GC. And we want to come around the gospel community leaders, support them with this coaching. And the reason why we'd like you to be there is we want your voice to be heard, your experiences, your ideas, what's going well. We also want to hear your needs. What's going on in your GC? What can we do as a staff and other leaders to provide resources, coaching, teaching, support for what you're doing in your GC, what your GC is going through. It's especially important now with all the changes with being shut down and being far apart. One thing we want to celebrate is that churches are having a hard time gathering, but the reality is our primary expression of church, our gospel communities, it's looking like we're almost at 90% attendance in most of our GCs. So we're doing really well. We're set up well for this, and we want to keep growing in that. So please make those calls, those roll calls. You should be gotten a hold of as far as what role you're serving in. And maybe you want to learn about what serving in another role would look like, or you're not serving in a role yet. Check those out. They'll be posted on the City Church Facebook group. So roll calls this week and next. And then the other two things real quick. Sunday's our family reunion. So that's our big Sunday where it's more of a traditional worship, preaching. We're going to be doing our first baby baptism of Ezra Harmson. Please do everything you can to be live so that you can be a part of that and make the vows to them and their family, to those baptismal vows, to support and to come alongside them. And we'd love to do that live. As well as we love sharing testimonies live. So we're trying to prioritize that just once a month where we all are live together and we can all interact. And right at the beginning will be more the kids stuff, which will be the baptism and communion. And then we'll do worship and teaching after that. So that's what's happening this Sunday. And then be aware of the Yahtzee tournament that Geneva's doing. We're trying to find ways to stay connected, even though we're not gathering physically. We're trying to stay connected virtually. So check that out. If you're competitive like me and Geneva, you'll have a lot of fun. Even if you're not, it's a really simple game that you and the kids can learn and play each other's families. It's a way for us to stay connected. So sign up for that. It's on your own schedule. You can figure that out, and it should be a lot of fun. We'll see you guys live on Sunday.